Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm getting married to the girl I hate, episode number 11 reaction. So the previous episode, Himari got to know that Saito and Akane are living together, and she said that in front of like the class in the classroom, and mistakenly, kind of that whole thing got spread out, and people got to know about it. Everyone was talking about it, so they decided to do something about the rumors. So the only way to put down those rumors is make another rumor, which they decided to do. Basically they would try to make it as if Saito's going out with someone else, so they're going to be busy with that instead of talking about Akane and Saito. And yeah, and that is why by the end of it, it was decided that she was going to act as Saito's, as if she's going out with Saito. And obviously Akane was like, oh, I'm completely okay with it, but obviously she was not. And she doesn't want to admit to it, all those drama. And yeah, so yeah, let's see what happens today. It seemed like at the very end that there's a possibility that Akane might finally admit that, oh, yeah, I'm not really okay with it. But up until the very end of the previous episode, she was stubborn. So I don't know, let's see whether she actually changes her mind today. So let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, really? Oh yeah, I guess they didn't. Hmm. Hmm. And that's also the and that's also why she wasn't able to ask about her sister. Oh, what's that? Oh no. All right, stop your tuny. What? What? What type of manhwa title is that? Oh, good evening. Oh my god. Wow. Right. She just wants to talk with someone in. This is a pen. I am. Right. Hamburg steak. What? Um. Right. Right. Voice. Right. Oh my god, that's another huge melon print. She jumped. Yeah. 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 Oh wow. What's she feeding her? Right. Well, what? Okay. Right. Hmm. No, no, it's Akane. It's pretty damn obvious. That's why he's like, no, it's. Wow. Right. Yeah. Okay. It was a piece of stuff. What? What? Wait a minute. Am I missing something? What happened with the whole Himari situation? Did I miss an episode? Like what? I I might have I. No, I shouldn't. Kept the family in check. All right. Yeah. Sure. Oh yeah. Well, she did won't have a good. She talked to him. Her. What if the power goes up? A full month. Damn. What's his face? Oh, that's why. I'm so confused with the whole Himari situation. What happened with that? Like, okay, I guess. Damn. Right. Oh, that's the grandma. Okay, wait, no. That's not. Okay, never mind. I. Yeah. This guy is so. Bro, mind your own business. Yeah, thank you. uh, well, her mother was also talking about that. Yeah. Right. She cannot sit. Damn! Oh my god. No, it's Himari? What's happening? Wait, what the hell? I'm so confused. Did they just. Did I miss an episode or something? Um. I feel like I missed something. What's happening? What? Right. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't think right. Oh my god. I don't think so. What? What? Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. What? Okay. Didn't she? Happy isn't blocked. Oh no. Pretty cool. Hold on. Alright. Damn. Crazy. That that's one chain of conversation. This. No, apathy. Indifference, apathy. Yep. Oh, wait, I thought she was gonna stay with her, or like a sleepover or something. Never mind. I feel like the what sleeping. Hello? Yeah, bro, mind your own business. What the hell is that? That is disgusting. Hmm. Hmm. Um. Nah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Right. Oh. Ah, there you go. Mm, damn. Mm. Yeah. Good God. What the hell? Yeah. What type of noise is that? Okay. Right. um. She is ready with a frying pan. Maybe it's like some kind of a. What the hell? Hey! What? What is happening? What? Wasn't he? Can you call her? Or, oh, because of the phone. Right, yeah, headphone. Hmm. 2 hours. He realized. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, he's probably awake. Yeah. Oh, right. Well, damn. He. Oh yeah, I was gonna say he remembers, but then I remembered that he has like memory. His memory is like crazy. No, wait. Yeah, his memory is crazy, right? And she said was something else. Oh yeah, she said was calculation, and his is memory. Right, right. I remember now. Okay, so I'm assuming they just like I don't know. It's they skipped a lot of stuff. I feel like because previous episode what happened and today's episode, the transition was crazy. Like Akane was like all distraught and everything in the previous episode at the end with the whole Himani situation. Suddenly today she's just all okay. So they skipped a lot of stuff there, I think. Himani said something about like, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. There was like, yeah, a few things were skipped here. It's pretty damn obvious. Hmm. Like it was such a contrast that I was up until the middle of the episode. I was thinking maybe I missed something or maybe I missed an episode or something. But in my head, I was like, that is not possible because I usually try to uh, react to the episode before the next one comes out. So and there you go. That was it. So yeah, I was so confused. I was like, did I miss anything? Did I miss an episode? But I was like, that is not possible because usually before the next episode comes out, I already react to the previous episode. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, the final episode, which will be the next one, still hasn't come out. So in no way is it possible for me to skip an episode because there's nothing to skip. So but I was so confused up until the very middle because I was like, it seems like there's a gap. I'm missing something. Like, yeah. I feel like this show probably would have been better as a two-season show, but I'm guessing like they didn't really have the budget for it. And yeah, so unfortunate they had to like skip a lot of stuff, I'm assuming. Right. Anyways, so today's episode was Saito going to the family, like the thing gathering, and this is where he talks to this lady here who is apparently someone very important. Where's that part? Where his grandfather says that, okay, pick up the damn phone. We're celebrating my cousin's 70th birthday next Saturday. So that's her cousin. I for a moment I thought like that was his wife, but then I think I remembered in the end that his wife probably passed away. As far as I can remember, he said that, right? That did she pass away? I think so. Yeah. So that is not possible in any way. So yeah. Anyways, so she's apparently someone very important. The one who kept the family in check all these years. That's right. Dealt with annoying relatives who want a say in the company. If you plan to take my place one day, you'll have to get along with her. Yeah, that whole section. Right. So, anyways, yeah. So they go on the Shisei, and Saito goes on that little, like over there, and they have like the whole thing. Yeah, like there you go. Now, a few things to talk about in today's episode. First and foremost, Saito and Akane finally exchanged their phone numbers after how many days? I don't know, like probably months of living together. And and that is why in one of the previous episodes, during the whole Maho situation, Akane couldn't contact Saito because she doesn't have his phone number. But yeah, finally they can't exchange information, and Akane is the type of character who you would think that she doesn't really have anyone to talk to. Like maybe Himari, that's it. Like that's all that like, yeah. So she was pretty excited to just exchange like random information, like about random stuff. um yeah. And yeah, so that was the first thing. The second thing is obviously the crazy, like I said, the whole transition is absolutely insane. The way it seems as if like they literally skipped like a few chapters, like the whole situation with Himari, where Himari comes and meets Akane, and Himari's like, oh, I'm sorry, I went too far. And I'm like, okay, like that's a bit weird, because literally in the previous episode, in the very final scene, we see that Himari and Akane were talking. Himari was like, oh, are you okay with it? Akane was like, yeah, I'm fine with the whole situation. And that's it. So there wasn't really like, it seems like we missed a few episodes, or like a few, not episodes, sorry, a few chapters. And like something happened which it just completely took out and just never really, like it never was shown at all. So I'm not sure if they skipped anything, or they're just like rushing through it. But I think that they like like that's the vibe I'm getting, that they skipped a lot of stuff, because so a lot of things that indicates that. Like I said, first and foremost, Himari and Akane's conversation was extremely weird over there, because literally in the previous episode there was no such like like thing. The first thing that Himari does is comes and apologize to her, which I don't understand why, because literally in the previous episode, the final scene, like Himari asks Akane about, are you okay with it, and Akane was like yes. So there's nothing really to apologize for. So something must have happened after that they completely skipped. That's number one. Number two is, in the previous episode, Akane and Saito's relationship was also pretty like like on the rope, because like Akane was having like like wasn't really happy about the whole situation, but she couldn't really say that. So she was kind of grumpy, kind of like yeah, it was a bit like tense. Today, the very first scene in today's episode, none of that tension is there. Akane is completely fine with Saito, which really struck me odd. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell happened? So they've skipped something. It feels like like something happened with Himari, which probably Saito, like probably talked to Akane properly about it, and like they came to an understanding or something, and then Akane was completely fine with it. Like something like that happened, and it completely just took it out. So yeah, it feels unnatural basically. Either way, that was that. There was one section here which was a bit. I also don't understand what the hell happened here, because this part, Himari says, no matter what happens from now on, promise will stay best friends. I don't know what the hell she means by that. And even Akane was like, wait, oh, okay, sure. She was like, no matter what happens, what does that mean? Yeah, so that was also another weird thing that Himari was saying, so I don't know what the hell that was. Either way, yeah, so that's that. Now, after that, we obviously have Akane call Saito, and Akane is scared of like living alone at night. We've seen that in this big house. She had her headphone, had her frying pan. Oh my god, headphone and frying pan. Oh boy, what a combination. Yeah, and then Saito ends up coming, because like I also wasn't expecting Saito to come, because I was like he was literally just talking to her, right? Like, so yeah, but I guess a little bit of time passed from that, and he took him a while to come here, but yeah, I guess. Okay, so there you go. Now another thing, which is Saito's wanting to know who that person was in that party, that girl. In Saito's head, he has already convinced himself that that is in no way Akane, because that person was a lot more soft spoken, this and that, like, and in no way is is Akane. Like, I don't understand one thing. Like, he's so smart. I don't understand the fact that why can he not understand that people's personality change? Like how a person was back like 5 or 6 years ago doesn't necessarily mean that person will stay the same way 5 or 6 years later. Maybe circumstances and stuff like changed their personality. They became different. So like, I don't know why Saito never, like, I guess he probably thought about it, but in his head, like, interacting with Akane was probably something so different from what he felt interacting with that other person so many years ago. So I guess he never really, even though like, he must have thought that, oh, is this Akane? He probably never even considered it. He was like, oh, in no way is that her, you know. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, like the fact that he never thought about it, that, oh, maybe Akane was like that back then, and now just kind of, changed a little bit, or she's just, like, yeah, like something happened, some kind of situation. Right. So yeah. Anyways, but finally today's episode we get to see that when Akane says that, whispers that to his ears, he's like, oh, wait a minute, this voice, something like that he says. And at first I was like, wait, you remember her voice? That's crazy, right? Like, it was so many years ago. And then I remember that, oh yeah, this guy remembers everything. So wait, if he remembers everything, why doesn't he remember her face? What? He remembers her voice, like, because we've never seen the face, we've always seen a silhouette, right? So that probably means he doesn't remember her face, or I don't know. Yeah, anyways, yeah, so that's how the whole episode ends. Next episode will probably be Saito, like, properly realizing and understanding on that was Akane, and he'll probably like ask her or something, or maybe he'll not ask her. I don't know, something like that. We'll see. Right, but yeah, there you go. That was today's episode. Okay, good episode. But yeah, they skipped a lot of stuff. I get the feeling. Let me know. Because it's very unnatural. The way the whole episode started, I was convinced for a good moment that I missed something. Maybe like some after credit scene or something I missed. I was convinced. So yeah, they definitely skipped a lot of stuff here. Right. Anyways, and there you go. That was today's episode. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Yeah, in the very first scene we have Saito and Akane um, exchange phone numbers. And you know, Akane was like, "Oh, I shouldn't write your name down in case like people from my class see." So she's like writing idiot, or like aho baka, these things she's writing in the name section. Anyways, this is, she says, like, it's the first time, like, with a boy at least she's exchanged like a phone number, so she's very excited. And not only that, she doesn't really have any friends except Himari as well, so like, I guess normal friends as well, she doesn't really converse with many people. So it's just, she's just happy to like text someone, and like, like, yeah. So she's just like writing and like sending Saito like random stuff, like, this is a pen, I am a pen, and stuff like that. And then she goes out and like calls Saito, and yeah, it's just right. Anyways, after that we get to see Saito and Shisei eating in school, and then Maho comes in, starts like, like, just, like talking to her, like getting all like, like touchy feely with Saito. And Saito was like, asks her who that person was, in the um what do you call, the party. So Saito says here, Gramps invited people he only knew to that party. It makes sense if it was Maho, Chio's granddaughter. Yeah, but the same could be said about Akane. There you go. Still, that girl was polite, kind, and had the smile of an angel. So she's nothing like the Akane I know today. Okay, so that was that. And after that, like, Shisei just takes Maho somewhere else, and like, yeah, their whole conversation gets interrupted. And right, next we get to see Saito get called by his grandfather to the party. And obviously, like, like, Akane could have gone there as well, but Akane was like, no, I don't want to go there, because I guess she's not really comfortable like attending stuff like that. Because, like, this is what I think, like, obviously we've seen like she has some kind of a like, like, some kind of a problem with the whole, like, like, her situation, her parents like situation as well, I'm guessing. Like, yeah, it's a bit different, like, her grandmother has money, I'm guessing. But she, like, it's like a weird type of a thing, like their whole familial like situation is a bit weird. So I feel like she's probably used to go to parties and stuff. That is why Saito met her in that party. But then something, like, like this happened, and she probably started hating going into those social gatherings and stuff. So that's why she's not really comfortable going there. Also, not only that, the fact that he said, as she said, like, she says mother will be going there, right? She had that whole conversation with, she says, mother in that episode, if you remember. So she's also not really keen on meeting her. So it's like all of, like, all those things, she doesn't really want to, like, get involved in that. So she's like, no, I'm not going to go. But Saito's like, will you be okay? Like, you'll have to stay here alone then, like, at night. This, you're already scared of ghosts and stuff. Yeah. And obviously she's like stubborn. She's like, oh, I don't have a problem. I'll be completely fine. Who said I have any? I'm scared of ghosts. I'm not scared of ghosts. I'll exterminate them if they come and try to bother me. Right. Anyway, so she also says, like, Himari is going to come and she's going to have fun with Himari. So all that stuff. So Saito's like, okay, fine, right. So they're off. Saito goes off, and yeah. Now in the main house, they get, all of them get, welcomed in and everything. Yeah. Okay. Now we get to meet the cousin here. This lady, and yeah, like I said, I first thought that was the grandmother, but then I remembered that I think they mentioned it very in the very first few episodes, that like, his wife passed away or something. Right. Anyways, okay, so here we have the whole conversation. Like, she said was there, Saito was also there, and this is where she says that, Saito's grandfather was asking him like a lot of questions and everything. So his cousin was like, stop it, like like don't bother him like that. And then she asks like Saito a few questions and tells him that I would have liked to watch, like meet your wife, but it's fine. Like, at least you, both of you are okay with each other and all that. And then she brings up the whole, like, she says situation where she's like, oh, I just thought that you're going to go get married with Shisei. And Shisei was blushing. And now here's the thing. Here's the part which I'm not really sure. They made it seem as if Shisei was like, blushing after hearing that. Which I think that might be the case. But there's also another thing I feel like what was happening here. Her legs were probably hurting. I'm not sure, but you can see they were sitting in Seiza position, right? Later on as well, you can see she was like I don't know, like it was like a mixture of both. I feel like she was embarrassed, and at the same time her legs were probably killing her, like that sitting. I don't know. That's just a guess, but anyways, um, yeah, because there was a scene you can see where you can see her hands are like shaking and everything. I don't know. And yeah, maybe it was just her being embarrassed, but I wouldn't be surprised if her legs were actually hurting. Like, sitting like that. Oh my god. Right. Anyways, yeah, that was that. After that, Saito talks to Shisei, and Shisei then, yeah, he's like, oh, I can, are you being bothered by what that person, like, what she said and all that? And he was like, oh, don't worry, she's just kidding, like, yeah. And then she say, like, punches him, and then Luan starts, like, like lays down on his lap and asks for headpats. Right. Anyways, next we get to see Akane and Himari. Akane meets up with Himari. Like I said, this whole conversation was so unnatural because I feel like they completely skipped a lot of things. Like, yeah, like Himari comes and apologizes and says like, and Akane was like, oh, I could never hate you. And I'm like, bro, what's going on? Like, did I miss something? Like, what happened? Like, yeah, obviously Akane in the previous episode was acting, was not happy about the whole situation, but nothing like this happened that Himari just comes and hugs her and apologizes to her. So I feel like something was skipped. Anyways, so yeah, they come in, they make like stuff, I don't know, like cakes and stuff, I think. And yeah, and this is where Himari is like, oh, let me snap a picture and send it to him. And when Akane is like, oh, so you already have exchanged numbers, and Himari was like, oh, you want me to like delete it? And Akane's like, oh no, obviously not. And then she says like she sends him like her pictures and everything, while every single time Saito just completely ignores it. Here as well, as you can see, like he sends a few messages like, oh, we've made these muffins and cakes, it's filled with my love for you or something, and Saito's like, keep it to yourself. Like he just completely just shoots her down every single time in every single conversation. Right. Anyways, yeah, that was that. And then you can see like Himari asks like Akane about like about whether he likes Saito or not, and then she actually tells her that, oh, you know like what the opposite of like is? And she's like, hate, right? And she's like, no, it's indifference or apathy, which is true. Like if this is someone who you genuinely don't care about, then you wouldn't really hate that person because you literally couldn't be bothered. Like hate is also one form of emotion. Like obviously, like hating doesn't really mean that you like that person. That's absurd. Obviously, if you hate someone, you hate someone, but that means that person is at least worthy of your attention, I guess. If you're genuinely someone who literally just doesn't care about that person, that would be, you just ignore that person. So yeah, hate is also a form of emotion, and sometimes people like like a coin, you don't understand which like the hate and liking is like a very thin border there it too is sometimes. And for Akane and Saito, it's basically that. Like I said, not all the time hate equals liking someone, but sometimes the border is a bit thin in certain situations. and for Akane, that's basically the whole thing. Anyways, then you can see like Saito, like is like there, like Shise has fallen asleep. He puts Shise to sleep and has a little bit of banter with that maid. The maid was like saying some random crazy stuff. Right. Anyways, they have the conversation, and then Akane calls Saito, and Akane here actually tells Saito, which in itself is very like different from the way she usually acts. She's like, oh, like I feel weird not being able to bicker with you. Anyways, that was that, and then Akane was trying to sleep because obviously she's afraid. Like I don't know. Couldn't she just keep like a little bit of a table lamp on or something? She completely darkened the room. Why would you do that if you're scared? Like what the hell? And she was like putting on like headphones so that she couldn't hear any noise or something. And it still was so damn loud that she could actually hear something like outside. And she goes there with a frying pan, and I actually thought it was some kind of an animal or something, like some kind of a cat or something, like but it was actually Saito. So Saito comes in, he tells that he was putting like ringing the doorbell, trying to contact her, like she couldn't hear it because of the headphone, so he had to climb to the second floor. He also said that he didn't get any transportation up until a certain point, so he had to walk like for 2 hours. Yeah, and she was like, but my question, why are you here? And he's like, oh, I also just wanted to come back. I also felt weird not able to bicker with you. So yeah, there you go. That's that. Obviously, Akane is happy, but she cannot really show that outside. And then Saito goes to sleep, and Akane thought that he has already fallen asleep because he was very tired. And yeah, and then Akane kind of like whispers into his ears like good night or something like that. At which Saito was like, wait a minute, this voice. Um, where's that part? Is it just me or is yeah? Wait, that voice just now. That's right. Reminds me of that girl's voice from the party. Yeah, and there you go. That's where it ended. So yeah, that was episode number 11. Yeah, of this show. Now one more episode left, and I'm guessing everything will get concluded in the next one. Yeah, but they definitely skipped a lot of stuff. Yeah. Anyways, that is it. That was my reaction to episode number 11. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with the final episode of this show. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.